We are here at the online meet and greet. I think we established that. So what we really want to kind of go over just for the NBC area, we want to go over some myths and some things that kind of get misstrued and kind of just get straight to the point. So is this a 100% self-paced course or program? No. Okay. Like I said, there's due dates. There are days that you need to submit, midterms are due, finals are due, but throughout the week as well, just to stay active. So it's not you just get the course and wait till, the last date to submit everything. So we just want to put that across because we've had some students who had some confusion about that. Okay. Submit only when you can. That's hard because we do have to stay on a timeline basis. There is only 4 weeks in there, so per class. So we are going fast. There's many things that need to be submitted, maybe every other day or every day. So submit when you can. If you have an emergency or anything like that, please reach out to your professor. But that one, we kind of want to nip that in the butt as well. Coding is easy. We're not going to lie, it's not easy. It's a skill, it's a new language that you're going to be learning. So I know every time I learn something, it's not easy at first. Okay, but sometimes people pick up things faster than others, and that could be you. But just know that when you get into the medical billing and coding, you're going to need your books, and you learn how to use those books. You learn the language that it uses. Okay, 100% remote. 100% remote, I'm going to go 99.9% remote. The only reason I say that is because when you guys have done all your hard work and you get to the certification, you will need to register and come to your home campus to take that exam. Okay, we get proctors there, we have rooms there, you come in, you bring your books, your ID, and you put everything that you've studied for there on the table. Okay, so that's why we say 99.9% remote, not 100%, because we don't want you to get, oh my gosh, I have to go somewhere. Yes, and that's in your second to your last complete course. So just know that ahead of time. Okay, no books are needed. What? How are you guys going to code? So yes, you are going to get coding books. Okay, there's 3. There's HCPCS, CPT, and ICD-10. Okay, and you will use those on your exam. So you will be noting in them, highlighting, making them yours so you can go in and kick butt. Okay, and this is my favorite. I can start in a management position, or I want fully remote. So we've worked really hard to be where we've been. And I say we as Denise and myself and Marlene, we've coded from home, we've coded in businesses, but we've had to take those little jobs. We've had to climb those ladders. So we can't give you the key to the kingdom yet, right? And neither will a business. They want to make sure that you have your certification, that you have some training and what they're looking for. So just keep that in mind when you're starting out. You're climbing that ladder. Even though you've got your certification and you're out there looking for jobs, there's still ladders to climb. Okay, any questions so far? Are we okay? I don't bite. Okay, well, I'm going to keep on going. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely turn your mics on. So these are our wheels. We call them wheels because this is where you start on your track to basically your success. So you're going to start in your MED courses over here, and that is, your medical terms, your anatomy and physiology. Okay, 1 and 2, and that's when you're learning that language that we're going to be transitioning into our coding books. Okay, on your second wheel, this is when you're introduced to electronic health records, you're introduced to the CPT coding, the ICD-10 coding, and then the insurance and billing course. Okay, so your second wheel is very heavy in information. Okay, so this is where we need you to kind of really stay strong with it, because it can be confusing at first. But if you start to connect those dots, right, we have wheels to have a success train here. Keep with it. But we are here. This is why we wanted to introduce ourselves and, reach out a hand and say, we are here if you have any questions. And then your third wheel is exciting. The 2805 is your certification course. That whole course goes on how to pass the exam. And then your 2900 is your capstone. That is the last course in the program, and that's basically your online externship. Okay, so know where you're at, keep a goal in mind. It's good to check these off every time you've kind of gone through a course, so you have, that light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, and I think, Marlene, I'm going to hand it back on to you.
Thank you, Professor Schultz. So guys, before we can start talking about certification, let's recap a little bit of everything you've learned so far, even on the general session and now during this MBC session. So attendance is important. As an online student, the way that we calculate attendance is by your Canvas submission. And I want to make an emphasis on Canvas submission, because we are going to be working on 4 different portals. We have Canvas, which is our LMS or our learning management system. We have Cengage, where we do our labs and do some of our assignments. The NCCT portal, where every month you are reviewing for the certification exam that Michelle just talked to you guys about for 2805. And then Codify, which is like an online encoders. In all of our courses, every week, we're going to have live lectures. So we want you to attend these live lectures. If you're not able to attend, we do record these. We also have tutoring available, and even if there isn't a tutoring available for your course, we do have instructor one-on-one in all of our courses. So communication really is key. Once again, you're going to need 3 physical books once you get to that second wheel. And by the time you get to the second wheel, one of the things that you'll hear us reaching out to you is going to be to confirm your mailing address, because all of your first wheel, all of your books are ebooks. Okay, so we're going to confirm. The librarians are going to be reaching out to you. We're going to be reaching out to you just to make sure that we have the correct physical address for you. And per campus, you have them listed there on the screen. Once again, MBC is almost 100% online because of that test that you have to go in and you have to take. And the other thing that I want to touch that we haven't tonight is career services. We want to make sure that you're connecting with career services at your campus, and start looking now, start preparing now, start working on your resume now. Don't wait until you're done, until you get to the capstone course to do that. Okay. And lastly, this is a breakdown of the certification exam. It is going to be 100% multiple choice. You're going to take it during week 4 in the certification prep course. You will need all of your coding books. So those physical books, you need to have them with you. So during the coding courses, you are going to learn how to properly use each and every one of those codes, of the code books. Okay, so make sure that you're using the coding books. Make sure that they become your best friend. Okay, in order to pass the exam, you're going to need to have a 70%. Is 100 scored questions. You get 3 hours. Once again, it is all multiple choice, so you'll have the answers right in front of you. To the right of the screen, there is a breakdown of the type of questions that you see. So this is heavily based in billing and insurance. And lastly, if you have your phone, pull them out, because I wanted to make sure that you have the contact information for us, all of our coordinators, for also our coach, Dr. Soto, our program director, Denise, Samantha, and myself, and to the main campuses. So we have about 15 seconds left. You can put any questions in the chat, or once we are in the general session, we can continue answering any questions that you might have, but you can feel free to email us and reach out to us at any time. And welcome to MBC.